Welcome back to another StarCast TV, and I am Scan. Today we are going to cast very fabulous game between Zero versus Ruin, Ruin versus Queen versus Ruin, Ruin versus Queen. The spawning location in the top right, the purple product. This is Ruin. And the other side of the player, spawning location in the bottom left, the lime color I should say, this is Queen. We are going to see a Zerg versus Protoss matchup on Polypoid, and Polypoid is very heavily likely to play a macro playstyle by both of the players. And we're going to be seeing a pylon that's going to be warping at the natural. Looks like he just has to return back to the home and coming out. So this is going to be most likely a 10 gateway by Ruin. 10 gateway on the way. And here is overpull by Queen. Queen is prepared for overpull. The ovular is going all the way to 5 o'clock. Nothing is going crazy so far. Pylon is going to be warping at the main base. Most likely it is going to be 2 or maybe 3 as a maximum. 3 is our maximum and expanding after that. Zadon on the way. And interesting scout. As Terran, you do, whenever you're going for Rax Expand, you do a second SCV scout together in order to find the Zerg base. And interesting scouting pattern of Ruin, like he's sending another probe. But now he's going to be meeting up that probe with the drone. Going to be running away. Only 2 Zerglings just came out from Queen, making an extractor already at 2 minutes 35 seconds. So this is really fast to first to gas, because normally you kind of wait until you morph the 3rd hatchery and then start taking the extractor. But Queen decided to go for 2 hatch into extractor into a 3rd hatchery. So this is gonna help him to get a gas quickly, relatively compared to the 3 hatch tag. This is going to be most likely 3 hatches Zergling first, in my opinion. This Zerg, oh my god, okay, I wasn't really paying attention. So this Pro Micro was so insane that it actually killed the drone. Ruin's Micro was insane that he just sniped that drone. So this might trigger Queen to go for all in. And let's see. And as I expected, Queen is going to go for Zergling speed at 3 minutes 30 seconds. And here is going to be 1 Zealot hiding at the mineral expansion. Two Zerglings is running away. Probe is still alive. Zergling speed is not done, but there is going to be more additional Zergling coming out at the natural. But Ruin right now, he's kind of expecting Queen to play standard, like 3 hatch into extractor. So he is expecting to see some like slow Zergling speed. But however, this is going to be 3 hatch Zergling speed, and speedling is already done. There is 3 Zealot maximum. Okay, there's 4 Zealot, but 1 cannon is about to be finished. But Zergling with the probe trying to save this gateway and try to do some probe drill here, but a couple of probes will get sniped. So right now this is going to be 24 worker versus 9 drone, and Here's our more Zergling, focus target on the gateway, but the second Zala will just come out, just on time. Is a probe drill, that was very nice, and cannon is somewhat supportive over here, picking up these Zergling, nicely done. Here are two Zalots still remaining, but at the same time, Queen perfectly started to make drone instead of making additional Zergling. So he just spent right amount of Zergling in order to break this, and he's just pumping up a lot of drone, which is nice. But here is one of the Zalots was hiding at the mineral expansion. Going for the scout plus harassment. One drone will fall. More Zergling has been made. Gateway is also going off. Stargate is already done, and right now Queen should be feeling very behind because he literally has nothing. The Queen has nothing in this game, so he decided to go for Evolution Chamber. He needs this Evolution Chamber to protect all these Overlord. So Overlords are retreating home. It's going to be building Spore, I guess, at the right next to the Vespene Geyser. And I guess Ruin is somewhat afraid of Zergling all-in, I guess. So that's why he had a probe standing right next to the gateway. But never mind, he decided to pull back. Here is going to be added, instead of doing an additional pylon. Super Colony just finished on time. And right now, Queen is pretty much pumping up a lot of drone. I wonder if he's gonna go for Carapace upgrade or +1 of a Hydraless speed, Hydra. Okay, so Queen decided to go for +1 Hydra first instead of getting armor upgrade. I guess he probably thought that he can't match up with the Protoss Zalar upgrade, so he decided to go for +1 Hydra, which is an optional. Like going for +1 armor, trying to match with the Protoss Forge upgrade. That also works, but in this kind of scenario where he was really poor in the beginning and built that Evolution Chamber super late, I think he kinda doesn't want to go for armor 1 this time. Here is 31 drone versus 42 pro. Both of the players are pumping up a lot of drone at the moment. So if we subtract those worker counts, Queen pretty much has about like 6 supply of army value. Here is Ruin adding more gateway because he knows Queen got nothing. More Zealots has come. Zealot speed on the way. So I guess since Zealot speed is almost finished with the +1 attack, I guess Ruin decided to move out. Ruin decided to move out. And one of the Zealot was getting baited by the 6th Zergling. I guess Ruin, instead of going for heavy timing attack, he decided to go for snowballing this mid game, taking another expansion at 8 minutes 40 seconds, which is really fast in my opinion. So with this small amount of army, he's just gonna try to go for like small aggro. Hey, make Sunken, make Hydra, or I'm gonna kill you. So he's kind of forcing Queen at the moment, forcing Queen to make more Hydra than 5, 6. And it looks like the speed, Hydra speed just now completes. Here's once again attacking the 3rd expansion. Okay, here was a single Dark Templar at the above. And nice micro of a Dark Templar and killing every single Overlord with the 2 Corsair. And ooh, look at this! The Sunken, that was a Sunken micro. He was focused targeting on that Dark Templar instead of letting it attack random unit. So yeah, this expansion is somehow needs to be held. Overlord needs to be coming out very soon. Probably the egg. Okay, yeah, this egg is going to be the Overlord coming out very soon. Here it is. And finally, at the same time, Ruin is pretty much snowballing really well. 56 worker count already. +1 armor is already 50% done at 10-minute mark. And this is going to be the third expansion. Will be saturated by now. Transferring a lot of probe. 12 probe. Did he just transfer 12 probe from the natural? Wow. So I guess main base is going to be still a lot of probe here. And once again, a small amount of army attacking the 9 o'clock expansion. And Queen was out of position. He was out of position that he's going to be losing the hatchery, but I guess with the reinforcement, he'll be defending the 9 o'clock. The main hatchery didn't go down, so this is a great news. But this one group, or maybe I should say 1.5 group of a Hydralisk, is doing great amount of job here at Ruin's third expansion, lacking of a photon cannon, and Zealot has come, merging, but the Hydra macro of Queen is looking insane. Plus armor 1 is not done yet for Protoss, but these 4 High Templar needs enough energy to use Storm, but does not have enough energy. And does Ruin have enough gateway? I'm not sure. He only has 6 gateway plus the robotic facility. I'm not sure about having the robotic facility, but this pressure seems somewhat very hard for Ruin to hold off, but at the same time, Queen just got supply blocked by these 2 Corsair. Has 5 kills of Overlord, which is looking nice. And Ruin, I guess he decided to give up this expansion. Aww. He should have gotten this gateway much quicker instead of putting down the robotic facility. If he was pumping out with the 8 gateway in the beginning, it would have been so much better. But here's gonna be a little bit of a fight once again. But I guess he has 1 storm available, but I'm not sure about this. I would just save that High Templar energy and rotate maybe a little bit of a Zealot, just like how Bisu, Best, those kind of players do. They like to save up High Templar energy and rotate Zealot. So they kind of like want to snowball, like, hey, chase my Zealot, and hide those High Templar and saving up all this energy at the natural. And they don't waste this first storm on here. So this is like the medium size of army. Medium size of army is always better for Queen because it can just run away. Hey, use Storm. And if you use Storm, you just waste it. Okay, that means you have to make another High Templar and wait another like 2 minutes or so in order to have casting the spell once again. And now this time Ruin decided to take the third expansion at the 3 o'clock. I think it would have been much of a better idea if he has taken this 3 o'clock expansion first, because there's like a high ground and it's so narrow that you can pretty much abuse with it, instead of taking this minor expansion where it has like wide open. But now this game is somewhat going even now, 39 workers versus 56, but doesn't matter because Queen doesn't have the 6th hatchery yet. Once the 6th hatchery is going up, Queen will need to pump out more drone, maybe like 10 more drones or so. And that must be the +2. +2 Hydra is on the way for Queen. And now Hydralisk is just moving around left and right and try to pick up some army and delay Ruin's timing. And maybe even force him to use some High Templar Storm. And here's the first storm going on a Hydralisk. Will not kill anything. Ruin just transferred 12 workers, which is looking nice. Main base seems like it's gonna be mined out very, very soon. And he's killing his own gateway because the brigade got stopped. So I guess he was too busy. And here's 2 groups of Hydra will be coming from the bottom side, the bottom right, but this is a high ground. This is what I wanted to talk about. If he had taken that 3rd expansion earlier over here at 8:30, and he also had 2 cannon as well at the minor expansion. So if that was like the same scenario but just taking the expansion at the 3 o'clock, I think it would have had a different result because there's a high ground with the ramp and you can also abuse it with it. And once that base is saturated, you have one more mineral field compared to the mineral expansion, plus the Vesping Geyser that you can take. That means you can start pumping up a lot of Dragoon. And let's see about upgrade. 1/1 upgrade and +2 armor is on the way for Ruin. And once that Protoss +2 armor finishes, Hydralisk doesn't do damage much. Okay, here is the surprise Mutalisk. We'll be sniping the High Templar really nicely done. 2 gun will go fall. 3 Mutalisks will go down. Finally, Queen is slowly making a couple of lurkers here. More lurkers being made. Here is the random Overlord hiding at the high ground. Finally making another expansion at the mineral expansion. Queen is slowly transitioning into late game. I guess he feels somewhat behind because of the upgrade. He's falling behind with the upgrade. So he's trying to buy some time with the movement using Mutalisk. He did kill all the High Templar, but there's still a lot of like good. All that Ruin right now needs is like spend all those Vespene gas, like 600 Vespene gas for like Mass High Templar. Does he have Mass High Templar? Yes, he does have Mass High Templar, and now he's also preparing for +2 attack on the way. Armor 3 is irrelevant because in order to get like for Zerg, in order to get the +3 upgrade, Zerg always needs to get Hype Tech. And you don't always get the Hype Tech really fast anyways. So it's kind of pointless to get more than a +2 armor. So here is +2. Plus up a Protoss attack, Protoss Forge upgrade. Finally we get to see some Zergling, Mass Zergling, because Queen didn't have much of a mineral remaining. He did have a lot of Vespene gas, so I guess he wanted to compensate all of the supply count and maybe soak up some of the Dragoon shot from the high ground and using the Zergling for the wall, I guess. So Mutalisk finally ran away. He was harassing this 3 o'clock expansion. I think he killed about, so I remember it had 13, so he did kill 3 probes. But 3 probes still not enough. Ruin's main base is completely mined out. Natural still mining. Mineral expansion and 3rd expansion is also being completely saturated. Ruin's macro is looking great at the moment. 178 versus 157. But he needs to do some trade. If he doesn't do any trade, Queen is stuck gonna be having these 1-1 upgrade of a Zergling with the Adrenaline upgrade. 3rd evolution chambers as well. Defiler Mount is just now started hatching another expansion at the 6 o'clock. Ruin seems like he's just moving all of his army like to the one side. I think he needs to split up, maybe like rotate one group of army to the other side and check whether Queen is taking another expansion or whatnot. But I guess he's gonna be bringing all of his army. This is about like 5 groups of army. Yes, I have a hotkey of Ruin. So this is 5 groups of army just moving left and right at the middle for nothing, like no reason. Like one group, he could have just like rotate, but as soon as Queen decided to like attack his army, like 4 groups of army, he start merging together and backing up. That could have been one of the possibilities that he can do, but I'm not sure about this trade. Like right now, this is not a best trade that Ruin right now doing. Finally, the 5th Nexus is also going up. Will be saturated very soon. The main base natural is gonna be mined out. Transferring another 12 worker. More workers as well. And now just moving up to the high ground, using Storm, soaking up all this lurker damage. But the Storm is very nice, clearing all those lurker. Very nice. The Observer will go down. But do you have second Observer? I guess you don't have the second Observer. Hey, Dragoon! Dragoon needs to be backing up because this is like a mass amount of a Zergling just coming at the Dragoon. Gotta merge with the Zealot. Zealot needs to be helping, assisting here, killing the Zergling, and Dragoon should be supporting the Zealot from the behind. And this looks like a little bit of a good trade by both players, but the good thing for his Protoss is that his army, like his composition of his army, didn't break, which is a good news. And now it looks like the Ruin has upgraded the mana upgrade for the High Templar. And once you upgrade the mana upgrade on the High Templar, you can throw 3 storms at at a maximum. And Ruin is slowly transitioning into a late game, making a second Robo. This is a double forge upgrade, so 2 upgrade and 2 plus 3 plus 1 of a shield upgrade. So now Zerg is slowly getting mined out of a main, Nat, and a third expansion at the same time. So this is a little bit of like a downside. Yes, Zerg kind of takes a little bit longer time to have all those expansion mined out. But in ZvP, their main base, natural, and third expansion mined out at the same time. Nearly the same time. So gotta be careful for Queen, because once those expansions start mined out, he's gonna be stuck at 2 base mining, so Queen needs to be taking more expansion, which is great right now. He's doing it at the 5 o'clock. But here is some of our Ruin's army climbing up at the 9 o'clock side. Good High Templar using Storm on the Hydralisk and a Lurker as well, but these Plague is just doing so much of a damage. Look at this. 2 HP with the 80 shield. That's like, what is it? Maybe 8 times of attack with the one single Hydralisk will just take down the Dragoons. And even with the Crackling, we'll do great amount of damage. They do like plus 6 at the moment. Damage is 6, so they are also strong too. Cracklings will also do great amount of damage to the Goons. Goons has to run away. So now I think Ruin needs to decide to do something, changing his plan instead of going Dragoon. Yes, Dragoons are very useful, but these Zergling is slowly becoming scary and scary. Okay, looks like this is going to be the mana upgrade for Queen. I would like to see the upgrade. This is gonna be 1-1, and a 2-2 upgrade is on the way for Queen. So Queen is transitioning into super late game over here, taking more expansion at the 5 o'clock. Third expansion is almost mined out. Main, Nat, third, yeah, they pretty much don't have much of a worker, because he knows it's not worth to have a lot of drone over there. But now we can see here Queen is bringing about 4 groups of army towards the 11 o'clock side with the Defiler. Defiler is not paying attention. He could have used the Plague on Azala. I think it's still good to use the Plague, but he's not using the Plague yet. Gotta use the Plague. Can you use the Plague? Oh no, Defiler wasn't reacting. Oh, I guess he was doing something. Oh, I guess he was, okay. So there was a, yeah, there was a drop. So there was a drop at the 5 o'clock. So that was the reason why Queen couldn't react to his Defiler when Ruin was coming to support his 11 o'clock expansion map. This 11 o'clock expansion will be executed, won't be taken. And now Ruin needs to make a decision, because he's right now stuck at 3 base mining, which is nice. Still healthy amount of minerals that he can mine with. But you know, Queen already has taken all those 5 o'clock expansion. And the longer the game it goes, it might not gonna be looking pretty for him. Ooh. Here is the speed shuttle with the 2 Reaver inside. I would like to see, okay, he didn't upgrade the damage upgrade yet, but these lurkers will take a lot of Reaver damage. But now Archon with the 3-2-1 upgrade, they are super strong. Defiler used the Plague on the Reaver, which is nice. Reaver just turned into 1 HP remaining. Ooh, these scarabs are connected to the lurkers and they do great amount of damage. Nice storm on the Hydra and then Zergling lurker, every single unit that right now Ruin sees. So 5 o'clock expansion will get killed maybe. Here is Reaver just has come. Zerglings will die instantly. Reinforcement is coming for Ruin. Oh no, the drone. Or I guess he will be focusing on the hatchery, but gotta be careful. The Reaver has only 2 HP remaining. He will be unloading or loading up his Reaver. Scarab shot does connect to the hatchery. Yes, I'd like to see if he's preparing for whatchamacallit, the Reaver damage upgrade. I guess he didn't. So finally the game is somehow going ugly in this game, because this is going to be almost like 2 base mining versus 3 base Protoss, which is something that you don't want that to be happen. Because you, as Zerg, you always want to be ahead of expansion, like taking one more expansion compared to Protoss. But now there's a single lurker still alive at 11 o'clock. Here's gonna be the attack with the Reaver, Zealot, Archon at the 9 o'clock. Will be secured, I guess. We'll be bringing a lot of Zealots. More High Templar and more Zergling will be coming, but the Reaver wasn't unloaded. So I guess it's just gonna be leaving this Reaver, but the Reaver is pretty much blocking the path. Gotta use this Observer. There are 2 Observers, but I guess Ruin is gonna go for like Storm Drop, but gotta be careful of these Hydralisks. Here is gonna be a little bit of a small amount of Zealot will be attacking at the 5 o'clock, getting some of attention there. And here is the Psy Storm at the mineral expansion. All the drones will get executed. Oh no, here is the drone dying again. Try to dodge all this storm, but didn't work well. Another storm, yeah. This is a very good thing for having the mana upgrade, because he used 3 storm. He used 2, another one, another one, another one, another one. So that was total 6 storms earlier he just used. Finally, the lurker will get cleared up. Both of the players slowing down the pace at the moment, because they have been fighting so much and they now need to take more expansion. Gotta slow down a bit here. Ruin does have a lot of army still, but he can't really end the game because Lurkers does splash damage plus the Defiler. He's using the Plague all the time to Zealot, High Templar, and whatsoever, like whatever the Protoss units that he just sees. And here's a shuttle. I heard a storm. It has still 100 energy still. Maybe he might just gonna move down to the natural and maybe use the storm, or maybe hide at the corner spot. Or I guess he's just gonna leave that High Templar over there. And he will be taking down this 9 o'clock. All the hatchery plus the Hydra Den. That was the Hydra Den earlier. So Queen may need to make another Hydra Den in order to make lurkers. I would like to see the Hydra Den, but I don't see it yet. Where is it? Ruin is finally taking in the expansion. Mineral expansion is mined out, but now, okay. This mineral, the 3 o'clock expansion still have a lot of mineral. Ruin is bringing a lot of Archon with a small amount of a Zealot. High Templars also supporting here. Okay, here is a couple of Zealots standing at the 11 o'clock side. So this is 7 Zealot. Probably transferred. Looking good for Ruin in my opinion, but at the same time, if Ruin gives some time to Queen is very good at late game. He's good at bringing all his army, like crushing the Protoss army from the both sides. He's really good at using like the big size of our army, and here is going to be a lot of Plague 3 Darkstorm is pretty much supporting these Zerglings, but They do get killed by the storm. One more storm is available, but Ruin does not use the storm. So these three Zella pretty much hunt all of the drones. But now Queen may need to make another drone once again. And yes, he finally realized, hey, where's my H button? I cannot make Hydra. So now he's making the Hydraless. Hydra then, so he can make Hydraless. Finally, Ruin is slowly getting mined out at the 3 o'clock side too. So Ruin needs to take another expansion. He needs to slow down the pace a little. High Templars are coming. This is definitely a lot of High Templars, but that is a definitely nice storm. Look at that. One storm just killed 16. One storm just killed 16 Zergling. Jesus Christ. But here it comes, the Defiler using Plague on a High Templar. Well, the High Templars are dangerously low HP, but now finally the Lurker comes. One of the High Templar has 250 energy. One more storm, and maybe one more storm at the Defiler, and the Defiler did not get killed, so now the Darkstorm will be connected to the first one. Zerglings will be attached to the Reaver, and if Reaver goes down, there's no any other splash damage nor a melee type unit in order to kill the Zealot. Goons don't kill Lurkers because their range unit, whenever any units are inside of a Darkstorm, they don't do damage. Now Ruin is somewhat not paying attention. Okay, Ruin is finally bringing his reinforcement, but I guess he was doing some amount of a storm drop. Looks like Queen just now having this expansion saturated once again. We can see like drones getting stacked up. Here is the Zergling attacking the Nexus, and the Zergling's DPS is so fast. It was just like about like one group of Zergling surrounded the Nexus, and that only cost 300 mineral. Yeah, 300 mineral is 12 Zergling is only cost 300. What am I saying? 12 Zergling cost 300 mineral, and he just took down the Nexus like a second. So this Cracklings, like with the 3-3 upgrade, is insanely strong. Protoss definitely has great upgrade as well. +2 of shield as well. 322 of a Protoss upgrade. Right, here it comes. I don't see the observer. I just heard the observer popping at the right side. Ruin does have enough energy to use storm, but he's not gonna be using. He's just gonna be backing up. I would like to see some of Ruin taking another expansion by now, or he's gonna just give some time later on. So now the base is taken. The game pace is slowly getting slow because both of the supply count is slowly going lower and lower. But Ruin is playing absolutely great here. He's been securing this expansion nicely, and also putting down another Nexus. More Defiler just now coming, consuming the Zergling. Does have 250 energy. Nice storm on the Lurker. And Defiler! Oh my god, that Defiler had about like 250 energy. 250 energy. Defiler died, but here is another Defiler. Hey, surprise, but I guess they only had was that the play earlier, or I'm not sure about. I guess he only had about 100 energy to use one Darkstorm. And here it comes. Ruin is bringing up his army. Nice storm on Lurker. Lurkers are getting killed. But at the same time, there was a harassment at the 5 o'clock site, so that's why Queen was running away. Ruin is constantly having... He has some like saved up bank now. This is looking great. Like once he's like constantly going for the harassment, Queen can't keep up the macro. Queen cannot keep up the macro, but anyways, Queen will be just constantly attacking the 11 o'clock. Zergling is getting stormed. One more. There it is. Oh, we see a lot of storming going on. This is insane. Like, look at this storm! Killing another 2 lurkers. Like, hey, I have more high temper behind. Hey, I have 2 more. 1 more. Gonna be using 1 more storm. Yes, he's just gonna be killing every single unit like that and merge it into an Archon. And it becomes full health. I find this broken in my opinion because that High Templar had into red HP but turns into a full HP as soon as it merges. I find that imba. But anyways, Queen seems somewhat desperate, but Ruin is not spending his money. I'm clicking his gateway is not running for some reason. I think Ruin is focusing on a micro so much, but now these cracklings, it just had about like 7 Zergling. 7 Zergling just did this amount of damage. If Queen had another 5 Zergling, he could have just taken down the Nexus like immediately. But anyways, Ruin will be saving that expansion. Bringing more army. Queen is not losing the pace of attacking here. I guess he doesn't want to give any time. He just wants to take this. I think Queen knows he will win this game if he takes down this expansion. He knows Ruin's army value is so small. He's keep attacking something. He's gonna be attacking the cannon, okay. But the Protoss Nexus is still having about 300 energy. Wow, that 2 Zergling just did that much of amount of damage. Okay, the Nexus will go down by additional Zergling. And now Ruin is in a little bit of a trouble. He did squeeze out a lot of Zealot. And now he is completely mined out. Ruin is completely mined out. And Queen isn't. Yeah, Queen has this emitter expansion running. 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock main as well. So he's pretty much like I should say 3 base with this amount of worker count, like the 34. I would say like about 3 base saturation for Zerg. And he is just defending each expansion. Nicely done. Okay, nice storm on Scourge. High Templar does not have enough energy. Ooh, nice running away with the drone. Drones are running away, nicely done. The storm drop once again at the main. Drone needs to evacuate, but I guess not enough energy, I guess. Now Ruin is slowly taking on once again the expansion at 11 o'clock. Zealots are here, but they just got plagued. And once they got plagued, this Zergling, 3-3 upgrade of Zergling is so powerful, and Ruin couldn't keep up the game anymore. And now he taps out. GG. That was a very intense macro and nice comeback by Queen. I thought Queen was super behind in the beginning after the 3 hatches Zergling all in, but he made it into a late game transition into Hive and using Defiler and constantly attacking the 11 o'clock while he's getting the harassment at the 5 o'clock. Like, if this was like a normal Zerg, normal level player, Protoss will be just constantly harassing the 5 o'clock and oh shit, I lost my drone, I gotta make another drone, one lap of a drone so I can start doing the macro once again, and they slow down the pace. But Queen did not slow down his pace. He just constantly attacked the 11 o'clock and he managed to take down the Nexus, 11 o'clock natural, and then 11 o'clock main base as well. So this totally caught off Ruin's the resource, the amount of resource that he needs to be mining against the Zerg, and he couldn't keep up the game anymore. Nice comeback by Queen. Thank you for watching, and if you guys enjoy watching these great games on StarCast TV, please hit the like and subscribe button. We will bring more fantastic game in the future.